Thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 40s World, where we do the bold and the beautiful recaps and reviews. My commentary spin, of course. Haha. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the one that aired on May 16th, which was yesterday, Tuesday. I know I'm coming to you at a late note, but that's how it is sometimes, right? Okay, we're going to get right on into it. We have Ridge. Ridge is trying to throw Sally out of the loft. The loft that is no longer his. I believe he did sign over that loft to Thomas after he let Caroline go. And why he think he can come in and demand people to go here, there, whenever, I don't know. Okay, I can't wait till they finish out his storyline with the messing around with Quinn. That's what I'm waiting for. And I think it's going to come up fairly soon because Ridge is out of pocket, he's out of hand, and he needs to be tamed. Okay, so Thomas said, no way. She's not leaving the loft because Ridge is wanting to throw her out on her keister, her pretty butt keister, because he has no intentions of a Forrester connecting with a Spectra. But then again, like I said, isn't RJ, his youngest son, dating or liking on a Spectra? Remember Coco, the one you rehired after she did save your son's life? In the warehouse that time he's going to get run over by a pallet truck. And then again, she saved your company from looking like a fool and tried to turn her own sister in and put her in jail. So we can tell where her loyalty lies. But technically, she's just going on good faith, good morality, and just a good home, what do you call it? A home down girl or down home girl, I meant to say, full of passion, compassion, empathy, and sympathy for others. You really want her on your team if you want somebody with full morality. Okay, but enough said about that. So they go on and continue to fuss amongst themselves, and Sally just gets tired, and she said, "Okay, I'll just leave. He ain't scaring me. No, he's not. But I don't cause any more conflict for Thomas." Meaning your son Reed. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave, and that's what she do. She just run on out the door, okay? But she ain't no scared, bro. No, she ain't. So don't mess with her. Okay, then we go to Ridge and Thomas. They start fussing again after she leaves. Um, but he's not concerned. He's not worried because he know it's more to it than just giving Sally money. So then we move on. We go to Steffi and the security guard Charlie. I don't know why he has a say in anything, but they don't give him a little bit more part to play in the storyline today. And they're having a one-on-one conversation about Ridge and the comings and goings of Spectra Fashions and Sally and this, that, and the third. But we know Charlie is still kind of angry with Ridge because he know in his gut he ain't doing the right thing by Eric Forster, the main what do you call it, whole embodied person of the Forster company and the name behind the legacy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about Mo cared about Ridge and the man in the moon. He don't like him. He really don't. He ready to put him out the pasture. But of course, Pam is having a tight rein on him until he got some cold blooded evidence and not speculation, okay? Then Bill comes clean with Brooke. I was shocked. I was so shocked because he loved to keep secrets too, but he just put it all on the table. He told her about his undercover dealing scams that he put Sally through because he wanted Spectra Fashions building and property, the whole lot, kid and caboodle, for his new erection of a building he wants to put down for Spencer Publications, and he just needed her out. So he said, "Yeah, I printed up a bogus review on her first fashion show, and because Jared couldn't do what I asked him to do, and I published it under Jared's name. And so what? That's business dealing. Sometimes things are not held with the utmost regard of respect and morality. Sometimes you get, what do you call it, dirty." I'm like, no, Bill. That's why we set laws of doing business out there and not, putting yourself out there where you can have some legal actions brought against you. That was the whole thing of creating and structuring business laws, ethic laws. So I guess you just tore that out the page book of marketing, right? And conducting business the right way. So we move on from there. Then we go back to where Thomas is questioning his father's decision about the CEO position and this, that, and the third. So, of course, Ridge ain't did nothing to deserve no CEO after all the scamming and uh, infidelity and just shame he has brought upon the company. And, all the little black sheep stuff he was doing behind closed doors, like especially trying to pose um, Thomas's son as his own when he knew good and well it wasn't his, and then gonna try to boss him and send him to Timbuktu or Shanghai, China to conduct his business dealings, and then he can come back after the baby done got so far along in his years of being on the earth, and then he can come back and have some sharing of his life when he don't miss the good years, the formative years of his sons growing up. And he thought Thomas was going to play right into it. He just had a ticket for him and everything. I'm like, that's right. Question his morality and all the ill decisions he's made that wasn't so kosher. That's right, Thomas. Get in his ass. So that's pretty much what it was on that scene. Then we go to Sally. Sally storms on into Forest of Corrections. Of course, she gets by Charlie's security team. Who wouldn't? Hell, you can get past Charlie if he blink or he get tied up in a good conversation talking about medieval stuff or just cooking. He can be easily distracted. But anyway, somehow she got past security, and Charlie runs in and say he tried to stop her, but she got past the front door because security, and he had no choice but to let her on in because she was coming in anyway. I'm like, yeah, she was like a bulldozer, and she's younger. She probably could clock you in one hit and knock you down, Charlie. You're not fit, so I would slide by and sit myself down somewhere because Pam ain't there to help you, okay? So she storms in, like I said, and she's talking to Steffi about Thomas and his dad and him showing up, and they get into a big argument. And she's saying she didn't want to be more of a hassle for him, and can she talk to his dad to kind of smooth things over? Thomas has done so much for her, keeping her out of jail, still loving her, wanting her to be with him, and then inspiring her to be the artist that she definitely came in town initially to become. And she's just pleading with Steffi, trying to appear or appeal to her good side. But little does she know, Steffi's heart done went cold again. She gonna be doing all this appealing for nothing, because Steffi is not hearing it, because everything is not going how she wanted it to go. She wanted to put you in jail. Sally, did you forget that? And she still wanted to, even after your younger sister was pleading her case to her. But Thomas superseded her, did what he had to do. So they were just left with, okay, taking the company from you and Spectra Fashions being, um, what do you call it, non-existent anymore, for lack of a better word. And none of that happened. So Steffi is pretty much looking at you like, okay, what did I get out of it? You still our designs. We can't put you in jail. We can't get any money from you because once the public know that you stole the designs, even though they got it, they're not going to return the merchandise. So it's like, okay, what could we possibly get from you? All your stuff at your warehouse of a company that you call a show house, it's all raggedy. So what could we possibly get from you other than just run you out of business, and hopefully you'll leave town on your own, but we can plan to run you out of town if that's what it takes. But of course, neither here nor there. They just get into a cat fight with one another, and they start, placing blame here and there, and it just is what it is. But she says pretty much she's shocked. She don't understand. She really don't understand why she's there. We go to commercial. We come back. We have small talk still going on with Brooke and Bill. We're discussing their wedding plans, and Brooke is definitely defending Thomas's actions. She noticed that Thomas is in love, and love makes you do crazy things. And of course, Bill's like, okay, you're right. It does. Because she was definitely comparing them to, the situation that Thomas is having for Sally, but of course, not stealing anything. And, but I'm like, well, then again, it's Bill, you try to steal a lot too, and your actions with this current situation doesn't paint you in a pretty good picture either. So, yeah, you should definitely want to definitely be on the concern side. because you broke some ethical laws to try to get that property. So then we leave that situation. We go to Steffi. Steffi's discussing with Sally about Thomas writing that $100,000 check to keep them afloat. And she's saying, you want me to be your friend? Here's a chance for you to prove that you want to be my friend. This is what Steffi is telling Sally. Leave town, give back the check, and be out my brother's life. Then I could see you as wanting to be friends with me. I'm like, Steffi, you cannot do what Thomas can do for Sally, if you get my drift. Okay? So, no, if that's the way your friendship has to be attained, I'll leave it at the front door myself, too, and walk away. Whoop, kisses, smooches, bye bye. Okay, then we go to Sally. Sally's wanting a truce between her and Steffi, and it forced the family. And of course, Steffi's looking at her like she done lost her mind. All right, we move from that situation. We go to Thomas and Ridge. They're still discussing privilege. Ridge is throwing up in Thomas's face that he's always been privileged. And I'm like, weren't you also privileged, baby boy Ridge? Yeah, because the only person that I know that is heir to the throne, birthrightly, is Thorn, Felicia. Let's see here, who got Christian. Then we have a little Ricky Rick. So I'm like, where do your kids come in as being forced? Is when I don't know, you're Maroney's. So privilege, and then Maroney had money too. He's an oil tycoon or a boat shipping industry company that is doing very well. Okay, worth billions. So you are pretty privileged too. Then you're talking about respect and ambition and personal boundaries, stealing, paying back, the rivalry between the Spectre and the Forrester clan. This is going back between both the men, meaning Thomas and Ridge, and both of them are not looking pretty. But Ridge, by being the elder, he's definitely not looking good. Okay, then we go where Ridge calls his own son a spoiled brat. I mean, really, Ridge? That's just like the pot calling the kettle black, because you were spoiled too. You were very, very spoiled and privileged, because your mother, Stephanie Forster, always favored you. You could do no wrong in her eyes, even when uh, Eric wanted to call you out on some things. Stephanie would not allow it, okay? Then we go to commercial. We come back from commercial. We have Thomas Holler's favoritism to shut Ridge's mouth, to just shut him down. Then he throws back in Ridge's face, throwing Felicia, Christian, Thomas. Then he talks about being a second class citizen. I'm like, okay, you don't move a little too far now. I don't think you're a second class citizen because you still have to get past Thorn, because Thorn was birthrightly supposed to have aired and got a lot of stuff, but they put him in the stock room or way back in shipping and receiving. So that's where he found his love. I'm guessing. I don't know. He's still doing it, so is what it is, right? Then we got Felicia creating and doing her thing. Christian over there in Puerto Rico or Mexico. I don't know where she at. And we still having a fight between Rick. Rick not even being a part of the CEO position. And you know, he's the next in line before you, even though he's not a designer. I understand that, but this ain't what it is. So you got a long way to go. And it don't seem like Rick is trying to step down to have anything to do with anything or putting you as CEO. And yes, Steffi, what is she? Just a beauty queen, pretty much. And she's just real savvy on social media, nice looking woman, but that is pretty much that's about it, you know. Again, Rick should have been chosen, if not Thorn. Then you, Thomas, but Reach ain't had it. He wants to still be in control, but he just wanna run amok in the streets. Okay? Don't understand that. Then we have Steffi is crazy. She crazy, y'all. Steffi has lost her mind. And she's making unreasonable and unrealistic demands on Sally. I'm like, come on now. Then your husband Liam tell you to back out that driveway and never go back in there. That's between Sally and him. Be the good sister. You told him what he needed to know. Let him run his own personal life. So anyway, we have Sally says she loves Thomas. Steph is telling Sally, leave town, leave Thomas alone, give back the check. That's pretty much all she wants. That's all she want to hear from her. That she's gonna do that, and then they'll be even. I'm like, the scales will always be tilted when it comes to you too, Steffi. You know that. Then small talk is going on between Bill and Brooke, but Thomas loves Sally, and she's honoring Thomas's love ethics. Brooke is defending Thomas tooth and nail, and Bill can't stand it anymore. So he pretty much asks how RJ is doing to deflect from the Thomas situation. She said he's doing well. He's accepting the decision well that we're going to get married instead of his father and her, and that's just how it is. He wants her to be happy. Okay, then Bill is wanting to marry Brooke now. She tells Bill, let her know she'll be there. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. Okay, anyway, I don't know if it's gonna be a funeral or wedding, but we'll see. Then we don't know who she's gonna ride off in the sunset with because the writers just can't get it right. Okay, we go to commercial. Come back. We have Brooke ask Bill, when are we getting married? Bill said, hold your horses, honey. Don't be trying to do stuff. Let me entice you this time. But I know it's gonna be right away. We've waited long enough. That's pretty much what he told her. Then Ridge is telling Thomas he don't have good judgment. Oh, that does it. Then Thomas just goes off the wire and just start making accusations after accusations and questioning his father's own good judgment. Which we know he ain't never on point. Ridge ain't never on the ball playing field. He's somewhere in outer space. He outer space, y'all, when it comes to good judgment. He don't know nothing about that. That's why I don't even know why it slipped out of his mouth. Okay, shall we slap him? Everybody take a moment of silence and say, in their mind, they're slapping Ridge. Let's visualize it. Let's take a moment of silence. Okay, did y'all slap him real hard? I know I got a good 2 or 3 licks off of him. But anyway, we're going from there. Thomas calls foul. Yeah, I would have called foul too. And then had to like ask my daddy, do he need a headache pain reliever? Because he definitely should be having a migraine for even making that statement come out of his mouth about having good judgment. Okay, but then, Thomas goes a little further. He brings up Brooke. Okay. And he's like, what's happening with Brooke and all that? You didn't get married. What's going on? Then he goes about, I'm like, throw Caroline in there, honey. Throw some other stuff in there. Because he got a lot. He got a good repertoire you can go through and just throw bones and skeletons out his closet at his face. Okay, then we have Ridge fires Thomas on the spot. Okay, he said, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You're fired. You're fired. And then Thomas has this like disillusional type of look on his face, like, I can't believe this joker just called himself to fire me. Is he serious? Is he serious? I'm like, yep, he pretty much was serious here, Thomas. Now what you gonna do? What the balls in your he done served you up on the tennis court, done served you a good one. Are you gonna hit it back or you just gonna let it go out? I don't know, Thomas. You tell me. But Ridge told him, hey, you're gonna give back the money. You're gonna get rid of Sally, and then you're gonna put your head on straight. And then maybe we can talk about you coming back to the company and designing again. But if you can't follow those rules, I don't put my foot down now, son. If you can't follow those rules, peace be out. Peace blessings be unto you because you're stripped. You're not a forester anymore. You don't need to be coming into the forester industry, building, show house, whatever FC stands for now, because it's just like foolishness and con games going on at the Forest Creations camp. Okay, it ain't fun and sightseeing no more, and everything. The creation's just flowing. Not it's foolery and conning going on. So basically, I was just shocked too. My mouth wasn't wide open because it didn't surprise me. That's just how Ridge gets down. He don't get his way. He starts ousting people or putting people to the back burner. And that's just so not wrong. So right. That's just not right. So we need the writers to come on in and bring this little thing in, Quinn, so we can just bust him up. And then we finally get rid of Ridge once and for all. Because like I said, this Ridge is not my old Ridge because the old Ridge wouldn't have played no point like this. He would have just got into his acting hat and his skills. Say, look, I'm an actor. I can act out certain things, but I don't want my character going like this. If you choose to, not do it, fine. Fuck it, I'm gone. And that's pretty much what he did. He probably didn't get no raise either when he called himself wanting to get off the show anyway. But I was very proud of him. He stood to his gun, his ethical foundation of what built him as an actor. He got the hell on. I'm like, okay, cool. Do you go into your band and y'all tour the world and do, because everybody need to be happy with what they're doing when they making money when they get a certain age. Now this bull stuff crap needs to be just pushed to the side. So like I said, I didn't really care too much for this Ridge unless it was played up how they were trying to do it with Katie. I think they made a better couple, and then we could have did something with that and stop this destiny crap. Because if it ain't did it in so many years or so many times of trying, 3 strikes you're out. You know, even in a baseball game, hell, you're out. Okay, you got to foul out. You're gonna play the rule, play the game well, and it's gonna be a winner and a loser. But you know, we can't be fouling and not doing nothing. There's consequences with that, is it not? I thought so. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Steffi says she can care about Thomas. That's pretty much what she's pretty much trying to tell Sally. And Sally says she does too, but she may not be the perfect fit, but she's not going anywhere. She's gonna stay in Thomas' life. So Steffi gonna have to deal with it. Deal with it or keep it moving. But she, like I said, Steffi can't give Sally or Thomas what they need from each other. So she need to fall back. All right? She wouldn't want nobody in her and Liam's situation. No, she would. Okay, then Steffi thinks Sally is a threat. Sally says she will not come between Thomas and her. That's what she's telling little sister over there. Then Sally tells Steph, you don't want none of me. You don't want this. Trust me. You don't want to start a war with me. That's pretty much what she said. Hello. Let the popcorn start popping because the heat is getting hot up under that fire. Woo! I'm like, I see red. And she does have red hair. Okay. Seems like Steph is going to take that challenge anyway. She didn't say too much. But that's all it was, y'all. A lot of empty promises, a lot of empty threats, but we'll see how they get down for tomorrow. Okay, but I'm really taping this on tomorrow, which is what is this? Hell, it's Wednesday, the 17th. So I'll be back shortly sometime today to give y'all today's episode. But they didn't really discuss them today. It was more so of Bill and Brooke. Okay. So that's what my take of the Bold and the Beautiful that aired on Tuesday, May 16th. Peace and blessings. Bye.